Hello everyone, welcome into the fourth part of our Break the Burnout Cycle mini-series, all dedicated about pleasure, and this is the pleasure practice, embodied eating. So I will guide you into an embodied eating practice through the five senses with real food. As you know, I'm a food alchemist. My background is as chef. I'm also an embodiment coach, but my food experience really sign my work. So I think that food can really help us access pleasure, and also because we have to eat every day. So can be easy for someone and maybe not too much, can be triggering or not. So as always, calibrate the practice. This is a really gentle practice, so but as always, you know how much you want to go deep or not. The goal or the aim of this practice is help you to access pleasure during the day through an everyday act. In this case, is like eating. Sometimes it's difficult to have on top of all the things that we have to do another practice dedicated, so our suggestion is to find something that you already do during the day and access pleasure through it. We will going through the five senses, starting from touching the food, and the last sense that we will experience will be the taste. So usually is quite different, no? What we do usually, the act is like eating something without maybe neither thinking what we are doing. So this is exactly what we want to do. Pay attention, connect with our senses, with our body, and see what's happened, what kind of experience we can have, and how our body start to be wired to pleasure and to sensation, pleasurable or not. So let's start. Let's start by touching our food. If you want, you can close your eyes, and before we can always, as always, put our feet on the ground. Feel the floor, the ground that support our feet, our bum on the chair. Notice how we are right now, almost there to have our breakfast or whatever meal it is. Are we hungry? Are we not? Are we craving for having this food or not? How we are. What thoughts come out? Any body sensation? How is our body right now? Tense, relaxed? Just notice how you are right now. When you're ready, you can start approach the food, starting by touching it with eyes closed or not, as you prefer. And notice the consistency by touching the food with your finger. Is it soft? Is it hard? Is it rough? Is it like, how is it? Can you label with qualities everything? And also, like, you can touch it with your hand, but you can also place the food on your wrist, on your arm, like on other part of your body, maybe closer to the mouth. You can put it on the lips. Yeah. And you notice what's, experiment. And maybe, touching it and notice things that maybe you never noticed about this food. And when you're ready, you can go close to your nose and smell it. What kind of smell you can recognize? Maybe there are some that you never notice. And maybe you can touch your lips and smell it. I can now, for example, from this, I can recognize cinnamon, carrots, some cardamom, sugar for sure, and it's soft. And for example, I don't know, maybe there are some memories that comes to your mind about some flavor or that you experienced someplace or with some people. Marinate into it if you like, if it's something that's connect you with pleasure, with something that is yummy. And then I love it. I love cinnamon. And when you are ready, let's start to open our eyes if they were closed and observe this piece. In my case, is this piece of cake. How is it? Different color, different tones of color, and what else? Shape, and I can still touch it. So now I have 3 senses involved. What happened? I can smell it and really look at the color. Did I like it or not? And so and did what looking at this food give me like more craving or more wanting about having it? Could be yes, could be no. Maybe I just noticed that there are things that I don't like. So we eat a lot with our eyes, did we? So just notice. And when you're ready, when you feel that is the moment, we will now experience both the auditive and the taste, because obviously, unless we have something crunchy that we can maybe crack, the other 2 senses, usually you experience it together. But before to really put the food in our mouth, let's see how is like touching our lip with the food. Maybe I crumble, and how much I want it. It seems very yummy. And when we're ready, let's taste it. How is it? Let's go slow and really Let's keep the food in our mouth and really enjoy it. If there is any softness, how is in our mouth, on our tongue, all the flavor that come out and explode in our mouth. What's the sensation, how we are in our body, what is alive for us, what is alive for us while we're eating it, and how our ears are involved, sounds in our mouths, and really, how is this, in a certain sense, a total experience, like our senses are wired to having this food. And do we experience it more through our taste, through the smell? Why happening? What's the senses that we notice are prevalent? Or maybe there are some that are a bit like we use less. Let's notice everything, and with every bite we can have a different experience, notice different things, and do it with different intensity. So this was a really short practice. I hope it give you the idea that you really can do it also in 1 or 2 minutes. Pay attention to that food that you're eating, the 5 senses. Come back to that and have that moment where you're really where you are into your body with the feet on the ground and you are eating that piece of cake with your senses wired. And yeah, let me know how was it. Comment below in the video, or and thank you so much for watching the video. I will there is gonna be the last episode next week about embodied practice for all the burnout season. Thank you.